Former Hawaii Representative Tulsi Gabbard announced she's leaving the Democratic Party and called it an elitist cabal of warmongers.
In the immortal words of Tina Turner, what's love got to do with it? Well, for Tulsi Gabbard, apparently not enough. The former Democratic representative and presidential candidate has finally opened up about the reason behind her divorce from her first husband, Eduardo Tamayo. From the sunny shores of Hawaii to the war-torn streets of Iraq, and from the halls of Congress to the set of Fox News, Gabbard's life has been anything but ordinary. Her marriage to Tamayo, which began when she was 21, seemed like the start of a fairy tale. But as we all know, real life isn't a Disney movie, and sometimes even the strongest bonds can't withstand the pressures of duty, distance, and diverging paths. In this video, we'll dive deep into the personal and political journey that led to the end of Gabbard's first marriage and how it shaped her career. The early years and first marriage.
How the heck did you do that?
Well, we're both kind of private people, and we value the time that we get to share together. And yeah, we have some good friends who kind of kept things mum for a little while.
Tulsi Gabbard's story begins in American Samoa, where she was born in 1981. Raised in Hawaii, Gabbard was exposed to a multicultural environment that later influenced her political views and shaped her unique perspective on American life. The aloha spirit, with its emphasis on harmony and respect, became an integral part of her worldview. Growing up in a politically active family, her father, Mike Gabbard, was a prominent figure in Hawaii politics. Tulsi was introduced to public service at a young age. At age 21, she married Eduardo Tamayo in 2002. They'd known each other since childhood, their relationship blossoming amidst the tropical paradise of Hawaii. The marriage seemed like a natural progression, a union of two people ready to take on the world together. Friends and family celebrated what they saw as the beginning of a long and happy life together. But the honeymoon phase was short-lived. In 2004, Gabbard made a decision that altered the course of her life and her marriage. She was deployed to Iraq as part of her service in the Hawaii Army National Guard. This deployment, while a testament to her patriotism and sense of duty, proved to be a turning point in her personal and professional life. The young couple, barely 2 years into the marriage, now faced the daunting challenge of long-distance separation, compounded by the stress and danger of a war zone. Gabbard's 18-month deployment to Iraq put an immense strain on her marriage. The distance alone was a formidable obstacle, but it was compounded by the stress of combat and the challenges of maintaining a relationship while serving overseas. Daily life became a struggle of conflicting priorities, a duty to country versus commitment to marriage. The sporadic communication, constant worry, and inability to share daily experiences took their toll on both Gabbard and Tamayo. In a personal statement that resonated with many military families, Gabbard later revealed, quote, "Sadly, Eddie and I became another statistic, another sad story, illustrating the stresses war places on military spouses and families." This candid admission highlighted the often overlooked personal sacrifices made by those who serve and their loved ones. The experience of serving in Iraq not only affected Gabbard's personal life, but also profoundly shaped her political views. The first-hand witness of war's devastating effects led her to become an outspoken critic of what she called counterproductive, wasteful foreign wars. This stance, born from personal experience rather than political theory, later set her apart from many of her Democratic colleagues, and they contribute to her unique position in American politics. The divorce and its aftermath. In 2006, shortly after returning from deployment, Gabbard and Tamayo made the difficult decision to end their marriage. The couple had been married for just 4 years, but those years had been marked by significant challenges and long separations. Gabbard has been open about the fact that the pressures of military service were a significant factor in the breakdown of their marriage. The experience underscored for her the heavy personal cost of military service, a reality faced by many service members and their families. Despite the end of their romantic relationship, Gabbard maintained a positive outlook on her time with Tamayo. In a display of maturity and grace, she stated, quote, "Eddie and I are still friends, and I'm grateful the Tamayo family continues to welcome me as one of their own." This approach to the end of her marriage served Gabbard well in her political career, demonstrating her ability to handle personal challenges with dignity and maintain positive relationships, even in difficult circumstances. The divorce, while painful, also marked a new chapter in Gabbard's life. It allowed her to focus more intensely on her burgeoning political career and to apply the lessons learned from her marriage and military service to public life. Political career and second marriage.
Hawaii Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard is now a married woman. She married Abraham Williams this afternoon in a ceremony in Windward, Oahu. Gabbard says she will be keeping her last name, and Hawaii will always be the couple's primary home.
Following her divorce, she threw herself into her political career with renewed vigor. She had already been elected to the Hawaii House of Representatives in 2002, becoming the youngest person ever elected to the state legislature. Her military experience and unique perspective on foreign policy, shaped by her time in Iraq, made her a standout figure in Hawaiian politics. In 2012, Gabbard achieved a major political milestone when she was elected to the United States House of Representatives. Her campaign focused on her military service, her commitment to veterans' issues, and her fresh approach to foreign policy. As a young, charismatic woman of color with a military background, she quickly became seen as a rising star in the Democratic Party. While her political star was ascending, her personal life also took a positive turn. In 2015, she found love again and married Abraham Williams, a freelance cinematographer. The couple met under professional circumstances. Williams was working on Gabbard's congressional campaign in 2012. Their relationship blossomed over shared interests, including a love for the outdoors and surfing, activities deeply rooted in Hawaiian culture. Their wedding was a traditional Vedic ceremony reflecting Gabbard's Hindu faith, another aspect that set her apart in American politics as the first Hindu member of Congress. The ceremony, held on the island of Oahu, was a beautiful blend of Hawaiian and Hindu traditions. Her second marriage has been more successful, likely due to the lessons learned from her first marriage and the stability of her political career. Her husband's work as a cinematographer has allowed him to be involved in her political campaigns, creating a partnership that spans both personal and professional realms. Political transformation.
I can't tell you that there was one singular moment that caused me to say, okay, this is it. The Democratic Party has left me behind. But it was a continued escalation of events and comments and the overall mentality that show that the Democrat Party of today does not care about our country. They don't care about the Constitution. They certainly don't care about the American people. They care about one thing, and that's power.
In recent years, Gabbard has undergone a significant political transformation. Once considered a progressive Democrat, she's gradually distanced herself from the party, a process that culminated in her leaving it altogether in 2022. This dramatic shift was accompanied by strong words from Gabbard, who cited the party's cowardly wokeness and accused them of stoking anti-white racism as reasons for her departure. Gabbard's evolving political stance has been marked by increasing criticism of the Democratic Party's foreign policy, its approach to issues of gender and race, and what she perceives as a drift away from traditional American values. Her willingness to appear on conservative media outlets and her criticism of mainstream Democratic positions have made her a controversial figure within her former party.
I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party that's under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers who are driven by cowardly wokeness, who divide us by racializing every issue and stoking anti-white racism, who actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms that are enshrined in our Constitution.
This political shift has led to intense speculation about her future in American politics. She's become a frequent guest on conservative media outlets, particularly Fox News, where her critiques of the Democratic Party and the Biden administration have found a receptive audience. Her name was once even floated as a potential running mate for Donald Trump's 2024 election campaign, a remarkable turnaround for someone who was once considered a rising star in the Democratic Party. In a move that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago, she's been named an honorary co-chair of Trump's transition team, along with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. This position puts her at the heart of conservative policies in America, a far cry from her beginnings as a progressive Democrat in Hawaii. Now it's time to hear from you. How do you think Tulsi Gabbard's personal experiences, including her divorce, have shaped her political views and career? Let us know in the comments section below.